Hi, welcome to Live with Connie. Today, my guest star is Michelle with Nana Michelle Crochets. And
Hi
let's
guys.
we have Roberta here and Nancy. Hi, how are y'all today? And what are y'all currently working on? And Roberta says it's her first time here. Welcome, Roberta. And I hope you enjoy what you see today and you check out my content. And I would love to have you as one of my Yorny friends. And she says, I've seen that Nana Michelle was going to be here. So, oh, you already subscribed. Okay, awesome. And decided to check out your live. And also, Samantha's here. Hi, Samantha. And what are you working on? Oh, she just answered that. She's working on a blanket.
It's just habit.
It is. But anyway, I want to welcome those that will be watching on replay. And if you are watching on replay, please leave a comment to let us know. And feel free to answer any of the questions that we ask in today's live in the comments. Okay, and we also have Joanne here.
Hi,
Hi,
Joanne.
Joanne. And what are you working on? Yeah, we're going to give it about 5-10 minutes. And I'm going to let Michelle tell y'all more about herself and her channel and whatever she wants to talk about. Let's see. Granny D's here. Miguel.
Danny, Miguel.
How are y'all today? And what are y'all currently working on?
Well, we know Granny's probably working on that Christmas hat.
Go, Granny D. Okay, and Samantha's asking where is StreamYard link? Um, StreamYard is just the streaming service that I'm using for the live.
She's probably thinking that it's where everybody comes up.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I'm not doing that on my live today. Today I just have one guest star, and that's usually how I do my lives. But like when I'm by myself, I will typically put the link for people to join in if they want to. And I am thinking about possibly doing an impromptu live Sunday. So keep that in mind if you pop up, if I do one and you pop up on Sunday. And Carol's here. How are you doing today, Carol? And she's working on a corner to corner pocket shawl. Oh, I love the pocket shawls. And VJ's here too. How are you today? And what are you working on? Oh, awesome. VJ saying I sound so much better. Yeah, this microphone has made a big difference. And let's see. Miguel saying my day is yet to end. I'm heading in to do a few groceries. Ooh, groceries. You
Yeah.
want anything good to eat, Miguel? And Granny D says, yes, Santa hat. And Sandrine's here. How are you?
Dream.
How are you doing, Sandrine? And what are you working on? And Joanne says, I cord for my granddaughter's hooded poncho. Nice. And even Miguel says I sound better. Mm, I hadn't decided what time I would do it Sunday. If I do it, let's see. Well, why don't y'all let me know in the chat what time y'all think would work best Sunday if I do an impromptu live. Let's see how that works.
I know Saturdays and Sundays are so busy with lives. That's why I picked Friday after Granny, because I noticed that there wasn't a lot of people going on at that time. I'm like, well, let me pick this. I'm not stepping on toes, not hurting anybody's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, Friday's just easy for me because the weekends I'm so busy running errands and stuff. And
What's bad is I don't really keep up with like remembering what time everyone goes live. Usually, like if I'm seeing who's live, I just like look on my device and like, oh, so and so's live. Let me pop in and say hi.
I mean, the ones that I go to, throughout the week that like Granny D and stuff that have a set schedule. I know theirs, but other than that, yeah, I'm with you. I whenever it pops up, I go.
Now, another thing too, Samantha, if you want to be a guest star on my live, we could arrange that too. I have one date left in November. I'd have to I have to look at my calendar, but there's one day left in November on a Monday at 4 p.m. And then other than that, my open slots would be in December. And Angela says she's drinking water and knitting socks, starting back all over again. I lost too many stitches. Oh
Oh
no.
no.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Angela. And let's see, Kim's here, Sandra,
Hey Kimmy.
and Lisa the Grammy. And hold up, it just jumped on me. where where did where did it go? It jumped big time. And Rondars, is that your name? Or what is your name? Rondars 911, the Cattywampus Crafter. But how are you today, and what are you working on? And let's see if anyone else. And Brenda's here too. And how are you, Brenda? And what are you working on? Okay. And Lisa's saying she just heated up dinner, leftover chicken and dumplings and noodles. Oh, I'm heading over to your house, Lisa. That sounds
I'll pick
yummy.
I'll pick out the chicken because I don't eat meat, but I'll eat the rest.
And she's working on another throw blanket. And let's see. And even Lisa says I sound better now. And Miguel says he put out a walk and talk video today at the lake. Oh,
Oh,
that sounds so
I love
peaceful.
his like videos. They're so cool.
That sounds so peaceful and relaxing. I'm gonna have to head over to your lake. And VJ says I'm working on the Flower Valley shawl for J Hook Crochets. Uh,
Me too,
pal.
VJ. I got two of them going.
Okay, Kim's saying Sunday is good usually in the evening or afternoons. See, I'm thinking around like 1 or 2. And Granny D's live from 3 or 4 on Sunday, and Petra goes live at 4:30. And what time zone are you, Granny D?
She's Eastern Standard Time like me.
So she's an hour after me. I'm Central, I think.
Yeah. I know I had to do the math in my head for tonight.
So I'm thinking 2 o'clock would probably be safe. So I'm thinking maybe 2-ish on Sunday. Just let me know if that seems to work for everybody. Samantha says, I am busy on Wednesday in the afternoon. Yeah. Normally my live days are Monday at 11:30 a.m. Central Standard Time, Wednesdays at 7 p.m., and Saturdays at 1 p.m. But the next 2 Mondays, I'll be going live later in the day because I have appointments. But I want to say it's the 29th that I still have available. It's either the 29th or the 22nd for a live spot. I know one of them is booked and one of them isn't. Brenda says, I'm good, still working on sweaters. Okay. Miguel says he's got to go in grocery store. I won't be long, so I'll rejoin when I come out. Have fun. And Teensy and Chandler's here. How are y'all doing today? And she got flower beds almost cut back and winterized, cleaned up, and just sat down and picked up my Afghan I'm working on, watching a show. That sounds relaxing. It would be 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. So that should be 3 o'clock Eastern Time. I think I got my time zones right. Okay. But I know it would be 2 o'clock Central Time, definitely. And Granny D says Reggie J Hook goes live from noon till sometimes 2 or after.
Yeah.
But that should still be okay.
Yeah.
Because even if people come in late to my live, that's fine. And the bottom line is you can't completely prevent going live at the same time as someone else.
Right.
And there's always replay. Okay. Mm, I'm not sure what time it would be, Mountain Time, Samantha. I don't know offhand. If anyone knows what 2 p.m. Central Time to Mountain Standard Time is, put in
Aren't they
the
behind an hour from you? Would it be one?
hmm, I'm not sure. And normally I would look it up real quick, but I have my keyboard off to the side because my microphone's, the
I'll
area
look it up.
where I normally have my keyboard. Yeah, Granny D goes on at 3 Eastern. Okay. Yeah, we're going to try to find that out for you. But yeah. And I probably will do more impromptu lives. You just kind of don't know when I'll pop up. And usually I probably won't decide until the day of if I do one. But like I'll make announcements. Like I might like I'll post it like on my community page or on my Facebook group, usually Instagram, Twitter, a lot of times. But especially my Facebook group and my community page would definitely have mention it.
Mountain time is 2 hours behind Eastern,
So that would be 4 o'clock.
it'd be an hour less for you.
So that would be 4 o'clock Mountain Time, right?
Well, if you went on what time?
2 o'clock Central Time.
Then it would be an hour less. So it'd be 1 o'clock for them.
Okay. So it sounds like Samantha would be 1 o'clock your Mountain Time.
It'd be 1 o'clock Mountain time, 2 o'clock Central, 3 o'clock Eastern.
And what's funny, if Crystal was here today, Crystal would be able to tell y'all. She knows her time zones.
I get confused. I mean, I literally, my post-it note, I put on here 5:50 to leave Granny D's because that's how messed up I was. I was going the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
So I had to fix my post-it note.
Normally I Google it. That like when someone asks me what time is at this time, it's like, okay, let me get Google out.
Right.
And let's see, Deborah's here. Hi, Deborah. How are you today? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead now and let Michelle tell y'all more about herself and her channel. Maybe show some whips and finished objects.
Oh, geez. I have one finished object and 1,000 whips. So we won't do the 1,000 whips. Unless you want to be here all night.
Just show what you feel like showing.
I'll show with whichever's in the vicinity. Hold on. Let me get the finished object. Okay. So I finished the butterfly effect shawl from Bag a Day.
Ooh, that's pretty. I like the colors.
Cotton Cake's Fine that I won from Katrina's Crochet World is super drapey. I just I need more of this yarn. So I'm gonna have to go get me some. And what I've been working on while we're sitting here chit-chatting is my virus blanket.
Ooh, pretty. And that's one thing I have not done the virus stitch yet.
using the Rainbow Rhapsody from Hobby Lobby.
Ooh, nice.
And I'm also doing the Flower Valley shawl crochet along from J Hook. I started one before the cow, which is this one, because I'm adding beads to it, and I'm going to send it to Carrie, the Yarny Elephant. Let's see if I got the right way. There we go. Oh, left is right. There we go.
That's pretty. I like those purples too.
Yeah, and the yarn is Universe from Hobie for that one. And then this yarn always reminds me of Granny D. It's called Wild and Free. All for you, Granny.
Granny D's popular with yarn.
And it's Rainbow Rhapsody also from Hobby Lobby.
That's pretty. I love that.
And I like the pattern, but you really have to pay attention because a lot is lost in translation with this pattern. Because the person that wrote it is not English speaking. So you kind of have to use the graph and the pattern together to figure out what they're trying to say. But that's what I've been working on so far. Other than Nan's Next Knots, I'm always working on, hers. And I think, and other than my mosaic, which is across the room, I'm not going to even try to, but I have a mosaic. I have like 10 whips going on. So, yeah. And I go live on Fridays at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after Granny D. So I always get squirrel raids, which I appreciate. Thank you, Granny. And that's pretty much it. I mean, I make videos every now and then with Olivia, it's not all crochet related on my channel, but most of it is. But sometimes we'll throw a video in there. She did like a Hello Kitty unboxing food snack video the other day that we put up there. But that's pretty much it. And I have 2 sons. My oldest will be 30 in January. My youngest turned 27 yesterday. And I have 5 grandkids.
And don't you have a milestone you're trying to reach?
I did reach the milestone.
Okay, good.
Yes, I reached the milestone.
Awesome.
Pink V, Veronica Steals a Show, and Butterfly Dreams with Jeannie. They did a lot of sharing and such. And Triple C, she did some sharing. That brought me over 500, so I got my community tab. So I'm excited about that. And sometime soon, I'm going to do a 500 subscriber giveaway. I just haven't decided what I'm going to put in it yet. I might do it as a mystery, make it kind of fun and see how that goes. But I haven't put that together yet. The only thing that stinks is with that not being able to ship to Australia, because I don't want to exclude anybody. So I don't know when we're going to be able to ship to them or not. I haven't heard anything. Have you?
No. Let's see. I lost my place in the chat.
That's okay.
We have Stephanie that joined us and Jess. How are y'all doing today? And what are y'all currently working on? Okay, and also Sharon too. Same question, Sharon. But yeah, so now I'm gonna ask Michelle some Yorny questions.
Yay!
So how long have you been crocheting?
I have been crocheting since I was um, 21 years old. So, oh gosh, let me do the math. I'm 53, so that would be 32 years if my math is correct. Yep.
And do you do any knitting?
No. I tried with my arthritis. It's really hard on my hands. So, I mean, I know the basic stitches. My mom taught me when I was 10. So I know the basic stitches, but and I love knitting. I really do. I love the look of it. I like the feel of it. It's just my hands do not want to cooperate. So I'm going to have to pay somebody to do my knitting for me.
And how did you learn? Sorry,
That's okay.
sorry, y'all. How did you learn to crochet?
I taught myself. I actually, um, I had a friend that I lived with, and she used to crochet thread doilies. And I'm like, man, that looks so cool. She's like, well, here, you need to start with yarn first. And I couldn't get it. So I'm like, screw it. So I went to the yarn, I went to the craft store. I got thread and I got the steel crochet hooks and a book. And I taught myself how to crochet with thread before yarn. After 4 years, I'm like, well, let me try yarn, and I felt like a newbie after, working with thread because it's so tight that with yarn, you have to go much looser. So I had to like retrain myself. So yeah.
Awesome. And
And
what? Oh, you were
oh,
still
and
answering.
oh yeah. And what's funny is my oldest son, when he was 8 years old, he used to sit across from me and watch me crochet. That he actually taught himself to crochet watching me, but he did the yarn overs backwards because he was sitting across from me, and it was a completely different look, and I cannot figure out how he did it to this day. It was really cool looking.
So what made you decide to want to learn how to crochet?
um I was pregnant with my son, and I wasn't working, and there wasn't a lot to do. So other than, back in the early 90s, you can only watch so much Geraldo or whatever was on, TV at that time.
All the talk shows.
That I'm like, yeah, I got to do something else to interest myself. And, there wasn't Facebook or YouTube or anything back then. So, everything was with books and pamphlets and all that, that I'm like, well, let me just try this to have some, I mean, back then I didn't even have a computer,
Funny
and
how times have changed.
yeah, it was crazy.
Okay. So, what is your favorite thing to crochet?
Blankets, blankets.
Blankets.
Or doilies, blankets or doilies. So it depends on what I'm working on. A lot of times I do doilies in the summer when it's too hot and it's humid, because in Ohio it gets really humid. So I try to do the blankets, 3/4 of the year, and then the doilies I mainly focus on in the summer.
Yeah, it's humid here in Louisiana.
Oh yeah, I bet.
Oh, it's so hot when you're working on a blanket during the summer. Okay, next question is, what is your favorite type of yarn?
That varies. I mean, it changes all the time, but I would have to say roving is my favorite. But now that I've been working with these thinner yarns, I don't know. It's a toss up. But it does change.
Yeah,
But for the most
I
part,
have a lot of favorite yarns.
yeah. But for the most part, roving is my all time favorite.
And what's your favorite size hook?
Well, if I'm using thread, it is a 1.75 millimeter. If it's yarn, it used to be a 5, but now I'm really starting to like the 4 with the smaller weight yarn. But that'll
And
probably change too.
and what is your favorite stitch?
um, if I have to say I have a favorite stitch, it'd be double crochet, only because you can do so much with it. You can make shells with it. You can make baubles with it. You can, just you can make so many things with double crochet. I think really double crochet is my favorite.
And what made you decide? I'm getting tongue tied.
That's okay.
What made you decide to start a YouTube channel?
My granddaughter, she's like, Nana, let's make a video. Go make a video. Show people your yarn. So I'm like, okay. I like to share yarn. So yeah. And I started I my first video was August 19, 2020. So it's just been a little bit over a year. And she's like, show your video of your yarn, and then it just kind of evolved from there. So I
Aw-
really had no pressure. It was just we were bored one day and let's just do this.
Awesome. So if anyone has any questions for Michelle, feel free to ask in the chat. And could one of my moderators drop Michelle's channel link? And if y'all don't already have Michelle, go check her out. Go throw some yarn in her window, flood it with yarn.
We love yarn in the window.
Yes. And let's see, where was I? Samantha says she loves your channel, Michelle.
Oh, thank you, Samantha.
Granny D loves your work.
Thank you, Granny.
And
we love your work too, Granny.
And people are congratulating you for your 500 milestone.
Thank you.
And Sharon says she's finishing up a toddler blanket. Nice.
Cool.
Granny D saying you could maybe do a gift card for folks in Australia.
Oh, that's true. I still like to send yarny goodness, though. That's just fun for me.
It's so expensive. I mean, it's crazy, the shipping.
You know what? Actually, last time I shipped to Australia, it was just as much as here.
Okay. But I know like some places.
I'm sure it's changed now, but yeah, when I sent stuff to, oh gosh, who was it? Judy Witch Piece Craft. Yeah, I mean, it was almost the same as shipping across the United States. But I'm sure that was a long time ago, so I'm sure it's changed since then.
And Stephanie says, I am going between a baby Afghan and putting a border on an Afghan for my daughter. Nice. And Miguel's back.
Yay.
Yay, Miguel.
Drive safe, Miguel.
And I think your name is Angela. My precious yarnery.
Yeah. She was on Linda's today earlier.
I was like, I think it's Angela, but like sometimes I start getting confused on names.
I'm horrible at names. That's why I just go by their channel name. I'm awful.
And it's like I don't want to call someone the wrong name.
Right.
But how are you today, Angela? And what are you currently working on? And she says she does gift cards when they can't accept packages. And Samantha says she's been crocheting for almost 6 months.
That's awesome.
And let's see. Samantha says, if you crochet with one yarn for the rest of your life, and what project would you crochet for the rest of your life with that type of yarn?
Blanket and number 3 yarn.
Me, it would probably be a shawl with probably number 4 weighted.
Yeah. Lately, I've been really a fan of number 3.
Okay. Now, one thing I do want to bring up tomorrow, Frank's having his leg surgery. So please keep him in y'all prayers.
We sure will.
He has venous stasis in his leg, and in January they operated on the first leg, and now they're doing the other leg.
Oh.
So I'm just ready for it to be over with. Okay, so you want to go ahead and ask the first question on our list today?
Yeah, let me find which tab. Nope, that's not it.
The fun questions. And the questions we're going to be asking are all Thanksgiving themed. I'm on a holiday kick right now.
Okay, it says the first one is, and I can't see you guys, sorry, because I'm on another tab. Uh, would you rather spend Thanksgiving in New York City or on a farm?
Um, you go ahead and answer. When you ask the question, you answer first,
Okay, sure.
and then
On a farm. I want to be surrounded by the cute little animals and having a blast. I've already been in New York City and it wasn't that fun. So I want to go to a farm.
I would prefer the form too. The animals, usually the scenery too. Because
Yep, that too.
a lot of times, I mean, you just have beautiful nature
Yep.
around you. I mean, don't get me wrong, I would still like to experience New York City for Christmas, but I would prefer the farm.
I'd prefer the farm.
And let's see, Samantha says New York, and Sharon, Bryn Michelle, and Deborah say forum. And hi, Bryn Michelle, how are you today, and what are you working on? Stephanie says New York. Sharon saying fresh turkey. Yeah, you might have to catch your own turkey. You can make friends with all the turkeys too.
That's right.
See if they'll let you get near them. But yeah, like I would love to be around like all the animals. Like my aunt in Arkansas, they have a farm, but it was basically chickens. They had chickens and they had a horse, and then of course there were cats around.
Yeah.
And Brenda Michelle says working on sock yarn fingerless mitts.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
It's adventurous.
Yeah. Some of that sock yarn is just gorgeous.
It is.
And earlier I was watching Gina, one of Gina's videos with knitting turnpike, and she was showing all this yarn she got, and it's just like she always has gorgeous yarn.
She does. She does. And she makes gorgeous stuff.
She's very talented.
Yes.
And Kim's back.
Hey,
Had
Kim.
you eat supper? What did you have for supper, Kim? Should we come over? Okay. So I guess I'll move on to the next question.
Okay.
Would you rather burn your turkey but have an otherwise perfect meal, or burn everything except the turkey, which is perfect? I would prefer to burn the turkey. I tend to like the side items: cornbread dressing, rice
Mhm.
dressing.
Well,
How about you?
seeing I don't eat meat, I'll burn the turkey and eat all the sides. But when I did eat meat, I would still choose burn the turkey and eat all the sides. I'm a side person Thanksgiving. Let's eat the appetizers and the side dishes, and I would be lucky if I had like a tiny little morsel of turkey. So, yeah, sides for sure.
Or we could add a twist to the question. Well, I know what your answer will be since you don't eat meat, but
Well, I do eat seafood, so that might
what if it
add a
was
twist.
ham versus the sides?
What's that?
What if it was ham versus the sides? I
Well,
know it would be the same for you, but
yeah.
but I'm curious with
Oh, for
everyone else.
everybody else, that would be good.
I would still go with the sides.
Me too.
And I'm really not supposed to have ham anymore because it's so high in sodium.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kim says pork chops and rice. Oh yeah, I'm headed your way, Kim.
I'll eat the rice, Kim. Thank you.
Let's see. How long will it take to get there?
Right.
Well,
Well,
it also depends on the method of transportation.
right. Yeah. If we were walking, that'd take like 20 plus years.
See, Kim knows you. She said Dana won't eat the meat.
Nope.
Okay.
And
Samantha
it's not
says,
by choice. It's because every time I used to eat meat, I'd get severely sick. So whatever they fed the animals, it was the antibiotics or whatever. So that's why I quit eating meat. It wasn't because of the taste of the meat, because let me tell you, I used to love me a good steak, but every time I'd eat one, I'd get severely sick. So I'm like, well, this isn't worth it for me. So it has nothing to do with the animal rights thing or whatever. It's just, it doesn't agree with me.
yeah, I find I can't handle a lot of foods that I used to be able to
Yep.
anymore. And let's see, Samantha, Bryn Michelle, and Sharon all say turkey. Turkey. Poor turkey. Okay, so Sharon, okay. Lisa says burn the turkey, you can still eat it.
Funny story, if you want a funny story. I remember when I was 5 years old, my dad decided he wanted to rotisserie a turkey. You already know this is going to be a nightmare. With a grill right next to the house. Needless to say, the turkey caught on fire because of all the grease.
Oh no.
So it got thrown in the bathtub. And then my mom had a big mess to clean up.
Oh no. Okay, now we have someone that has a different answer. Deborah says, I would rather burn the sides. They take less time to remake, but I would only remake the favorites. Yeah, turkeys take a long time to cook. Okay, Kim says, come on over. All right, I'm on
Okay.
my way after my live.
I'm going to steal Ursula's portal.
Yeah, we're going to. Well, I was going to say time travel, but that wouldn't really work.
Or Denisha's plane, if she still has the airplane.
Joanne says, I have chicken, fries, and potato salad.
Mm.
And cranberry juice.
Well, we know, Joanne, chicken's not your favorite from what I understand the other day.
And Lisa says she's the same way with liver.
Ugh.
Yeah, see like cabbage I have to be careful with. It has like it doesn't really do it to me like it used to, but there was a time that like I'd be hurting if I had cabbage.
Oh, no, I love cabbage.
But it's kind of weird because it did it for to me for a while, and then now I can usually have it as long as I don't eat too much of it.
That's weird how things work like that.
But yeah, I mean, I would have severe stomach cramps. Angela says I'm the same way with oh, oops. Angela says I'm not that far from you, Kim. I can drive, laughing out loud. Yeah, I'm a good ways from Kim. I'm down in Louisiana.
Yeah, you're a lot farther than me.
You want to go ahead and ask the next question, Michelle?
Yeah, let's see. Would you rather drink hot cocoa or cold apple cider with your Thanksgiving meal? Well, I'm lactose intolerant, so the hot cocoa is out. cold apple cider, that does other things to me too. So really neither one. It's an ugly situation. Either way you go with those two. But I mean, taste wise, I would pick the hot chocolate.
I would really prefer eggnog.
I just can't do eggnog.
Oh, I love
I
eggnog.
tried. I tried. It sounds so delicious, creamy, and I can't get past it. I can't do it.
But like between hot cocoa and the apple cider, I would definitely go with hot cocoa.
Yeah.
And I am kind of curious how many people like apple cider, which actually I'm kind of shocked. I'm already seeing comments saying apple cider. But like in my area, I don't really know anyone that drinks apple cider.
My grandma used to get it every year, and I would pay immensely for it because I would drink it.
Because
And that's the only reason why I don't drink it. I mean, I like the flavor of it, but I don't want to pay for days in a row.
Lisa saying warm apple cider. Sharon says cold cider with meal, cocoa later with I guess dessert.
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Yeah, sometimes those emoticons are hard to tell what they are. But yeah.
Yeah, they don't come up the same on StreamYard, so.
And for a while there, I kept having trouble with the emoticons glitching. Like every time I would leave comments, like if I did the laughing emojis, it kept wanting to put two of them instead of just one. But now it seems to be working fine. That's why I kind of got frustrated and stopped using emoticons for a while. Whenever I was replying to comments. Let's see. Anyone else has an answer? Hot cocoa versus apple cider. Deborah says cider cold is great. It only comes out at certain times. I can have cocoa anytime.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's where I kind of feel like about eggnog. You only really find it towards the holidays. And like usually Super One has the sugar-free one. Ooh, I love it.
What are you doing?
We have a friend.
Yeah.
Let's see. Hey, meow meow.
Hi. Hey, say hi.
Hi. Now, if you meow, you might get my kitty's attention.
He is very quiet. He's a rescue, so he doesn't do a lot of. Matter of fact, he didn't meow in this house until after I had him a year and a half. Never heard a meow out of him. Whoever dropped him off where he was dropped off at, he has no claws in any of his paws, none of them.
Aww.
So, he had no way to defend himself, and he's been rehomed numerous times because he didn't get along with other animals because he had no way to defend himself, so he would bite. So the person that gave him to me said, hey, he can't be around other kids or animals, but you know what? He's fine with Olivia. They know their, space, and if you're getting on my nerves, I'll go over here and you go over there. They're pretty good with that. But that was my only concern when I got him. It's like, well, if he doesn't get along with kids, she's over here 3 times a week. That's not going to work for me. But yeah, Granny D, the kitty saw you. Saw you in the chat. He loves Granny D's voice. Every time I put her on and he hears her voice, he comes running over and he's sitting right there. It's hilarious.
That's so cute. See, like my Allie's quiet. She don't meow much. And even when she meows, she don't meow loud. I always say her meower's broken. Now, Sophie can be a chatterbox.
Yeah, my other cats, they both were very vocal. So this is weird to me because the first time I heard him meow, I'm like, that's it. That's all you got for me?
That's how Allie is. Okay, that's it, Allie. Okay, Samantha saying pumpkin pie.
Mm.
And Miguel says, I wish I had an IV pull of iced coffee with no sugar.
It's too late for coffee for me. I'd be up forever.
Hmm. And Granny D says, apple cider with a meal. And Nancy's back. Welcome back, Nancy.
Yay.
But yeah, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh well. Let's see. Uh, whose turn is it? I forgot.
Yours.
Okay. Would you rather dress your pet as a turkey for Thanksgiving or dress your pet as a pilgrim? I go with turkey.
Yeah.
I think that would be cuter, and then they
Yeah.
could go around gobble gobble gobble.
Yep. Get the little flappy thing down here. Yeah.
So for those of y'all that have pets, what would you prefer to dress your pet as? A turkey or a pilgrim? Granny D says I may have to get a kitty, but I so hate litter box smells and having to clean one. Yeah.
I clean his box twice a day. I scoop out every day, twice, once in the morning, once at night. It doesn't smell at all.
But I still think you need a kitty, Granny D.
Yeah, you need a kitty granny.
Kitties make everything better. And then you could have it on your live with you and be like, look, here's my kitty.
Yeah.
Sharon says turkey. Oreo the guinea pig is a chunk.
Oh.
Yeah. Eventually I'll probably do another pet video. Probably be like after Christmas if I do another, when I would do another one. But I always love seeing everyone pet pictures. Deborah says I don't dress my pets. They are traumatized if I try, but I think a turkey would look better. Yeah, I don't think Allie
Yeah, I don't think he'd let me put anything on him.
Allie would throw a temper tantrum. Miguel says Abner would not appreciate being dressed up, laughing out loud.
Well, yeah, Abner would have to look like a girl chicken because Abner's a boy. I don't think that would work. He probably wouldn't like that.
And Angela says, I can't dress my 140-pound dog up. He gets mad.
Yeah.
But really, I don't even know if I don't even really think I could get Sophie to dress up. I would have an easier time with her, but cats tend to be kind of fussy.
Yeah, he's super fussy just because of the touching issues. Unless he wants petted, you can't really touch him. So,
but Sophie, she likes to just come jump on me, and it's just like, ow, ow. That cat's heavy. Oh, Spring's here. Hi,
Spring.
How are you today? And what are you working on? Oh, I'm almost finished my turkey beanie.
She makes spinning look so easy. I had her playing when I was at work, and I was just like, you make it look so easy. What fun.
And Miguel says, my Maltese and my Chihuahua do love to be dressed up, though.
Aww.
I could always do a pet video of everyone's pets dressed up. The ones I can get them to dress up. Oops. Spring says, yay, turkey beanie. Yeah, I'm on the decreases, so I don't have that much more to go. It's like I'm ready to transfer them to the double pointed needles. But yeah, Now I gotta decide what I'm gonna make next. Come up with another design idea. Lisa says my 5-pound chihuahua needs a coat in the winter when he goes out. Aww,
Yeah.
so cute.
They're so little.
And Spring says, I'm working on a tutorial pattern. Is it the same hat you were showing me? And Spring is drinking coffee. Java always does the body good.
Oh, if I drank coffee this late at night, I'd never sleep.
Yeah, I don't like to drink it late.
I can't drink it past noon. Tea or coffee, because if I do, I'm up all night.
Okay, you want to go ahead and ask the next question?
Yeah, let's see. It's number 3. Would you rather cook and clean up Thanksgiving dinner or shop for everyone in your family on Black Friday? Well, that is an easy one. I would rather cook. I have never shopped on Black Friday, and I don't care to.
Yeah, I would go with cook and
I'll cook.
clean.
I'll cook.
Yeah, I don't like the crowds from Black Friday.
No, I don't even like the crowds on a normal shopping day.
Oh
So
no.
no, I'm good.
I like going to a store whenever it's like, hardly anyone there, nice and quiet. I don't know. I get frustrated with crowds. And it's like it tends to put me in a bad mood, and it's like, but Black Friday, that gets too crazy. And let's see, where did I leave off?
Oh my granny. Whoo.
Lisa said he's so old now, 16 and a half years. Wow. So Granny saying, this is so gross, but I'm cleaning out the fridge and found buttermilk hidden in the back, and it was dated last January. Still smelled great, but came out clotted.
Buttermilk's gross anyway, Granny. Ew.
Spring says, no, ma'am, it's a 3-port pattern. And she says, I'm up all night with or without coffee, laughing out loud. Sharon prefers to cook and clean.
Yep, me too.
Spring says, you and me both, cooking 100%. Granny D says, I love shopping online. Yeah, now that makes it.
Yeah, I don't mind online, but if I have to physically go into the store for Black Friday shopping, it's not happening. Nope.
Yeah, I prefer online shopping.
And my stepdaughters, they go with their mom every year. Like 4:00 in the morning, they'll go out and start their shopping stuff. I'm like, that's not fun for me.
And then like people get up so early and they just stand there for hours. Like
No.
I had this coworker, and for quite a few years, she was like the first one in line at like, the store that she went to first. And I'm like, I could not sit there waiting like 6-7 hours for a store to open.
Nope.
And then especially if it's like cold. Ooh,
Yeah.
no.
Or rainy or no. Nope. Nope.
Okay. Lisa says, cook. I had to work for 6 years straight on Black Friday sales.
Oh, no.
No.
We're sorry, Lisa.
Yeah. Deborah says, cook and clean. If I went out on Black Friday, it would be to the little stores that everyone bypasses.
But you know what? There's really no stores that they bypass, because when I used to work at the gas station, my first Black Friday working there, I was just like, why are all you people in here? Go to the big stores. Why? I mean, we were busy. It was ridiculous. I was like, it was awful. I hated it.
Because like most people will go to Lafayette in my area, but that doesn't stop them from hitting the stores here. I mean, it's like the traffic's crazy and people driving like maniacs. Sandra says shopped on Black Friday once, got pushed to the floor, and
That's
Joanne's
horrible.
yes. And that's the type of stuff that happens, unfortunately, or people fighting over like TVs or electronics and stuff. And it's like, not worth it. Granny D says buttermilk biscuits are great. Yes, they are, Granny
They
D.
are. I buy mine in a tube because I'm lazy.
And Frank is the biscuit.
Right.
So they got biscuits have to be awesome. Spring's reminding everyone to hit the thumbs up. And Granny D says, I used to do that crazy stuff as a young mama for toys that Santa was supposed to bring at crazy deep discounts, but couldn't do it now and wouldn't do it now.
Yeah.
And Laura Lee's here.
Hi, Laura Lee.
Hi, Laura Lee. How are you today? And what are you working on? And Angela has to go. Have a good night, Angela.
Night, Angela.
And Spring says, laughing out loud, right? It was crazy at the grocery store and liquor stores I worked for also. Yeah, it's like people go mad on Black Friday.
They do. I would hide at home. And what's funny is everybody at work, everybody requests that day off. And the supervisors laugh because I never requested off. I'm like, I might as well work because all you crazy people are going out shopping. I don't care to. So I'll work. Thank you. I take the day off before Thanksgiving. So I have the Wednesday and Thursday off before Thanksgiving.
It's like Black Friday has to be a full moon or something.
Right.
VJ says, I will shop if I can do it online. And Laura Lee says, I am working on a new shawl, still drinking coffee. Y'all like y'all late night coffee.
I can't do that late night coffee stuff. I'd be spinning in my chair.
And let's see, what's the next question? Sorry, y'all. I'm like blind right now. Okay. Would you rather dress in feathers like a turkey or dress in orange like a pumpkin for the Thanksgiving meal? I would be the turkey.
I'd be the turkey. Pumpkin is for Halloween. Feathers are for Thanksgiving.
I would want to have fun and stand out.
Yeah.
Y'all can see me dressed like a turkey, huh? Hey, I got turkey hats. And let's see. Laura Lee says they need to pay people holiday pay to work Black Friday. I agree.
Yeah.
That was one thing I liked when I worked at the hospital. Because if you worked on a holiday, you got paid like what you normally got paid. And it was kind of like you got paid double pay, but not quite. Because depending on what shift you worked, like if you worked during the daytime, then you got basically double pay. But you would get I can't think of what you call it. No, Frank's saying time and a half. I'm like, no. But basically, like those that work the evening shift made a little more money.
Yeah.
And those that work the graveyard shift made even more. I can't think of that word that you call it. But like at that time I worked the graveyard shift. But I was like, yeah, sign me up for the holidays. Let me make the extra money.
I don't think I could work late night like that.
It took its toll on me. It's like it's rough. And then
I
go ahead.
could never sleep in the daytime. I tried it. I tried working third shift. I can't do it.
It totally messes up your sleep cycle.
Yep,
Like, it's harder to sleep during the day,
it
and I
is.
find you don't really sleep as good, so you
You
always seem
don't.
like you feel tired. And then, like, when you would be off from work, it's like you would be up all night long
Yep.
and typically still sleeping during the day. And it was just like, I, I didn't like graveyard. And Granny D says, I could drink pots of coffee and still fall asleep. You go, Granny D. Put that straw in that coffee pot. Deborah says orange. I would have feathers in my food. Spring says we'll have to call you Nana Spinning Top if you drink espresso like I do.
That is true.
Granny D says I could see you and Frank dressed as turkeys. Sharon says orange. I'd be dropping all the feathers everywhere and they'd itch. Laura Lee says same here, Granny D. Has to do with my adult ADHD. Oh, I know what you call it. It was differentials. Like you had like the nighttime differential. Where basically like I made $1 more an hour than my base,
Okay. Yeah.
because you had like a base pay, and then if you work like the later shift,
Yes, yes.
you
I
got a
used to have that.
differential.
Yeah, I used to have that with my one job when I worked 3 to midnight, that we got paid an extra dollar an hour, plus if it was overtime, you got the double.
Nancy says hazard pay is what they should pay you. Worked every Black
Well,
Friday. Yeah, they should pay hazard pay. Yeah, there's a differential. Yep. Okay, where am I? Laura Lee says, I spent 20 years working nights. That's why my sleep is so messed up now. I sleep really good during the day. But yeah, it's like I couldn't do no graveyard anymore. No way.
me neither.
And let's see. Raquel's here. Hi, Raquel. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on?
I'm
Saying,
going to take a potty break while you greet everybody. I'll be right back.
saying congratulations, Martha. Huh. It's me, Connie, and my guest is Michelle. Okay. Lisa says Walmart pays 50 cents more at night. They should pay more than that, though. They really should. Spring's horses are causing a ruckus. And Lisa says, and Black Friday is not a holiday, so no special pay. But they really should pay more for Black Friday. I mean, it's like the biggest, shopping day, probably the highest sales. They should pay more. That's just my opinion. Let's see. What should I talk about now? I'm thinking. So I'm waiting for Michelle to come back to move on with the questions. But let's see. Tomorrow I don't know if I'm gonna do my shout out Thursday actually tomorrow. I may wait to do that video like Friday or Saturday or something. Because I don't think I'll be like up to doing, I'll be too nervous and stuff with Frank's surgery, so I don't think I'm gonna do any filming tomorrow. Let's see. Michelle's back.
Sorry about that. I
Yay.
couldn't hold it anymore. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to blow up.
It happens to me too.
I was trying. I was like, okay, we can do this, and I'm like, no, we can't.
And I take fluid pills, so it's like, sometimes I just can't hold it anymore.
Well, I just drank so much water throughout the day that by the evening, it's like every hour, I'm like, okay, here we go.
Laura Lee says I should be getting my new great granddaughter anytime now. Oh, congrats.
Yay!
Woohoo. Okay.
Yay doesn't mean that you come up and jump in my face, but okay.
You want to go ahead and ask the next question, Michelle?
Sure. Let's see. Let's see. I'm trying to think of which one we were on here. Hold on.
The last one was about the feathers
Okay.
for pumpkin.
Okay. How come that's not?
Hi, Amber. How are you today? And what are you working on?
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, it's so easy to lose your spot.
I know, and that's exactly my problem. I'm like, okay. Um.
Laura Lee saying, I have lost my pattern. I'll listen while I find it.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I found it. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. Would you rather eat Thanksgiving leftovers for an entire year or never eat Thanksgiving food again? Hopefully that's the right one. I could go without eating Thanksgiving food forever. I'm not, I don't know, because I really only eat the sides. So
This is a hard one because there are certain dishes you only really eat for Thanksgiving.
right, like green bean casserole, I make it maybe twice a year. It's not like something I have all the time.
But like for instance, if you're taking like the leftover turkeys and making all these different dishes with leftover turkey all year round, where you could kind of change things up, then I
Yeah,
guess I would go with, you know, the leftovers for a year.
but a year is a long time to have turkeys.
I know.
And that's the only reason why I say no, probably not.
I know that's a hard one because I don't think I could go without like having my favorite dishes at all ever again,
Right.
holiday dishes. But I can't picture eating it all the time because then I would be like tired of it. So
But I'm like with Granny D, I like the casseroles. I mean, I don't know.
maybe if you had like enough different like side items,
Yeah.
so that way it seems like you're getting more of a variety.
Nobody comes to my house for Thanksgiving, so it's just me and Mister up here. Right?
But
Right?
yeah, that one was a hard one. You're welcome for the shout out, Amber. Yeah, like anytime like a channel needs a shout out, just let me know. Or if y'all hear of channels that could use a shout out, like bring them to my attention. Like especially new channels. I love hearing about new channels. And let's see. Amber says Crystal Cakes a cable stitch. And let's see. Tammy's here. Hi Tammy. How are you today?
Hi, Tammy.
And what are you working on? And she says, never again. Laura Lee says, never eat Thanksgiving food. Sharon says, leftovers as long as they don't go bad. Lisa's saying, never again, too. And Deborah says, oh, I could eat it forever, but I make so many different things with the leftovers. So that's the thing. If you do enough with different, like make all
Yeah.
different dishes, you may not really notice. Spring says leftovers for a year. Okay, sure. Laughing out loud. I make green bean casserole year round.
I do like green bean casserole.
And Granny D says, put me down for the leftovers. I love all those yummy casseroles. There's tons of good food that we spread out on a huge table for my mama's side of the family. Yeah, because I mean, if you have like 20 different dishes, yeah, then you would feel like you had a variety.
Yeah.
Laura Lee says, I don't like turkey, but I would have trouble not getting mashed potatoes and gravy. Granny D says, we have turkey, chicken, ham, and barbecue, plus all the amazing sides and
Man,
desserts.
Granny.
I'm coming to your house for Thanksgiving, Granny
Right.
D. You can have all your Yorny friends sitting with you.
Right. I'll eat up all your side dishes.
Sorry, y'all.
You're fine.
Okay. Spring says potato candy and potato cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Lisa says, I don't make special stuff for holiday meals. Granny D says, I've heard of potato candy.
What is
Never
potato
had it.
candy? I've never heard of that.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't know.
And Samantha's back. Welcome back. And Miguel says, I'm still trying to reach 400 as I have a giveaway ready for when I do. Okay, y'all.
Yay.
If y'all don't have Miguel, go check him out. Go throw some yarn in his window. And if one of my mods could drop his channel link, that would be awesome. But yeah, let's help Miguel get to 400.
After this, Miguel, I'll put you on my community tab.
See, now I recently put him on mine and in one of my shout out videos. But yeah, but if y'all don't have Miguel, go check him out. Y'all like him. Y'all like Abner and the ladies,
They're so cute.
his chickens. Tammy says sweater on hook, water and cup. Samantha's working on another blanket. Yeah, he needs 35 more to get to his goal. And yeah, if any content creators are watching, and if they could shout him out like on one of their videos or on their community pages, please do so. Do what you can to help Miguel.
Yes. He makes some pretty stuff.
Spring says leftover mashed potatoes with powdered sugar and peanut butter. Yummy.
That is very interesting.
See, the peanut butter and powdered sugar sounds good to me, but I'm not into mashed potatoes. I have a thing about texture.
I love mashed potatoes. But see, I don't make them like super creamy. They're kind of chunky. I just mash them so they're not.
See, I don't like the mushy. Like I said, I'm weird about textures, especially on vegetables.
Yeah. I roast almost all my vegetables.
And let's see. Granny D says, we eat at my cousin's big building. We have a lot of folks.
Wow. I don't have that much family anymore. There's not much of us left.
Is David Browning going to be there? Deborah says potato candy, Okay, I already said that. Someone else had said it, I think.
I've just never heard of it. That's crazy.
And Tammy's wondering if it's like candy yams. I don't think it really would be. Deborah says it's so easy to make. Okay, which Nancy, which channel do you want me to do a shout out for? Oh, okay. Heather's Country Crochet. I think I did one this past. I think she was on my list this past week. Let me see. I'm almost positive I just shouted her out. Yeah, I did. I had shouted her out on my last shout out video, Nancy. And Spring says, I'm almost back to my computer and I'll drop his link if nobody has. Awesome, awesome. Yeah, and if one of my moderators could drop Heather's Country Crochet link too, go ahead and drop that link. And if y'all haven't checked her out, go check her out. And Granny D says, yes, I love Miguel, and he was almost there within like 9, and YouTube took them.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. YouTube's bad for that, because I know I find like lately, like mine keep kind of going up and down, up and down.
Yeah.
But I think I may still be kind of normalizing after the bod fairy dust.
I think I'd have a heart attack if I had bod fairy dust.
I was in shock. I was. It's like all of a sudden I'm looking at my phone and I'm like, "Am I seeing this right? Did Bag O'Day just shout me out on her community page?"
Yeah.
And I have a picture of it. I took a
Oh,
picture of it. This,
I would too.
and I took a picture of whenever I hit 1K.
I would
Now,
too.
now it's just the watch hours to go. It's I think it's like around 590 more to go. Something like that. I'm in the 500s now. So hopefully not too much longer. Yeah, Miguel's channel is hard to find,
It
Samantha.
is. I don't know why his channel is so hard to find. I've always had a hard time finding it. If I don't go to Jill from Fiverr Floozy, I can't get, even though I'm subscribed to him, I can't find it. It's weird. I don't understand.
It's like I have to go and like put it in alphabetical order and scroll down to him. but but yeah, I'm trying to think because sometimes you search for by channel, but I haven't been able to bring it up that way either for him.
Granny says, Connie, can you make me a mod? I have Miguel's link.
Okay, give me just a second. Let me get my keyboard. Oops. Oopsie. Oops.
Hey, Sandy.
Hey, give me just a minute here. Okay, yeah, I might hear a little backlash because I'm hitting the YouTube
Oh,
live
you're
to go.
fine.
So,
Sandy, keeping Octavia out of trouble.
okay. I got it paused now. Let's see. Add moderator. Okay. You're a moderator, Granny D.
All right. Granny, start
Yay.
dancing in that blue dress.
But yeah, anytime like I go into YouTube to add a moderator, it's like until I pause it, you'll hear the
Yep. I try to mute YouTube before I do StreamYard if I think of it, just for that reason. But
see, like I always close YouTube out because they say it can kind of cause, the echoing to close out all your other
Well,
tabs.
I'll close it out after, but what I'll do is I'll go into YouTube, I'll mute it, and then start my StreamYard, and then go back and pin links or whatever I need to do, and then close out YouTube. So it's already muted. So
And Deborah says you only need a tiny bit of the potatoes. As soon as you add sugar, it liquefies and then becomes more solid. Then you flatten it, spread peanut butter, and roll. Cut it up.
oh, that's bizarre. Wow.
And Granny D says, yeah, we have lost quite a few family over the past few years. Sad. Aw. Okay. Spring says, no, it's rolled.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Let's see. Did Granny D get Miguel's channel? Yeah, here's Miguel's link. Granny D dropped it. So yeah, go throw some yarn in Miguel's window. Okay, where was I? Okay. Laura Lee says, I'm from Idaho. Potatoes are cheap and abundant. I used to take my truck, pull it under the digger boom, and they would run off 500 libs for 500 pounds for $20.
Oh, wow.
Nancy says that's probably where I found her. Yeah, it could be. And I think I may have found her from Neva, Mama Mussings. But sometimes I'll like some of the people I shout out, I find out from other people, like their shout outs. So, and then sometimes I discover people on my own. It just all depends.
Yeah.
Laura Lee says Heather had or has a great giveaway. Yeah, Spring was saying that she was the only mod in the chat. Yeah, normally Crystal's here most of the time, but she hasn't been feeling too good lately. So hopefully she'll feel better soon. Granny D says, I need to find a squirrel that I can make into an ornament and send to Bod. Oh,
Oh, that would be so cute. I sent her some Freddy stuff, so we'll see.
Laura Lisa says, I remember to watch your playlist, then I forget. Now I'll write a note. Yeah, trying to get monetized. Hopefully it won't take too much longer. And let's see, Sandy's here. Hi, Sandy. How are you doing today? And what are you currently working on? Sandy says, Octavia out of trouble. It is to laugh. And let's see. Laura Lee thinks Octavia is a little sneaky. The other person was Heather. Let's see. Let me find it. Where's my last shout outs? Heather's Country Crochet. That was the other channel link, Spring. And Sandy liked Miguel's video the other night. Okay, Samantha, where is my pen? I'm gonna try to add you afterwards. But I'll add you as a moderator. And if it gives me trouble, then I'll add you the next time I see you in a live. And Debbie's here. Hi, Debbie. How are you doing today? Oh no, Sandy. Mr. Wright has come down with COVID.
Oh
Well, I
no.
hope he gets better soon, Sandy. He'll be
Sad
in my prayers.
face.
And let's see.
Granny, he's only sitting behind me because he knows you're in the live. He's
Yeah,
watching you. He's
he's making
watching
himself
you.
comfy. Oh, you comfy, her kitty. Sorry, y'all.
You're fine.
Debbie loves my new mic. But yeah, because it's like at first, like I would get a couple of people saying something, and then I would ask other people, and they would tell me I sounded fine. So it was kind of like, and then more people started saying it, and it's like, okay, I definitely need to get a new mic.
It's very different. It's yeah.
Because like my web camera has a built-in mic, but I don't know, maybe I'm just far enough away, even though it's really not that far from me.
Yeah. Who knows, you know?
And then
But
it may not be any much quality of one.
yeah.
Because I know like my vlogging camera comes with a microphone, and I don't notice any difference when I use it and when I don't. That's what's so funny with it. But I find that I sound loud enough on my regular videos, so it hasn't been an issue.
Yeah.
But like it has trouble picking Frank's voice up.
And you would think that would be easier to pick up because it's a male voice and it's deeper.
And I tend to be soft spoken, and he talks louder. I don't understand it. Okay. So Sandy's saying that he's doing much better than most, but it breaks my heart to see him so sick.
Oh. Give him hugs for us, Sandy. I hope he feels better. Prayers.
Hopefully he recovers quickly. And Sandy says, I think Bod needs to get an egg.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Sharon says, I sent a rainbow. And Sandy says, I just started K9 blanket number 7.
Oh, no. Why?
And Granny D's admiring your kitty.
I got yarn bar.
No, not yarn barf. But yeah, your cat is just like all content and happy.
Yep, he's
Wow.
done.
And Laura Lee says, can't find my pattern, so I guess I'll weave loose ends in on my blanket.
Oh, Laura Lee, we're sorry. I'd be frantically finding the pattern. I hate weaving in it.
Okay, and Spring dropped Heather's channel link. So yeah, if y'all haven't checked out Heather's channel, go do so. And Granny D says, affordably Crafty Kim also has it. I guess you mean COVID. That's not good. Yeah. That virus needs to just go away. And let's see. Wanda's here. Hi, Wanda. How are you today, and what are you currently working on? And if anyone else wants their channel links dropped, type CC in the comments, and one of the mods will drop your link. And let's see. Sandy says, truthfully, I think that's going to put the final death knell on our upcoming cruise. Aww.
Oh, no.
not enough time for him to recover. Oh, that's sad.
This is twice now she's had to do cruise changing things because she was supposed to go to Hawaii, like a cruise to Hawaii or something. And they had to change that one too. Oh, Sandy.
Okay, I'll go ahead and add you now. It's easier a lot of times to do it like afterwards because I don't really have a good position for my keyboard with my microphone right here. Let's see. Y'all gonna hear a noise again?
We can't actually hear it.
Huh?
I can't hear it. So whatever
Okay.
you're doing, I can't hear it. That's good.
I try to hit mute as fast as I can.
You're fine.
Where's Samantha? Okay. Okay, you're a moderator now, Samantha. Okay. Let me get my keyboard out the way again. Sorry about that. I just knocked my mic over.
Oops. It's okay. And even that wasn't really that loud, so that's not bad at all.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I hope you have a good night, Sharon. Miguel says I used to sound like I was underwater. Hey, I was swimming, okay?
She's on land now.
And let's see. Oh, Mary's here. Hi, Mary. How are you doing today? And what are you working on? Yeah, and everyone's saying I sound better now. Normally, Samantha, I tend to go live for an hour and a half. Sometimes I'll cut it to an hour. And every once in a while, you'll see me go to 2 hours, which I'm fixing to start wrapping things up after I catch up on all the chat comments. But yeah, most of the time it's an hour and a half. But like sometimes too, if I start running low on StreamYard hours, I'll cut back to an hour, which I may have to do this month. So I'm trying to remember when you go live on someone else's channel, does that count against your StreamYard hours?
No, I don't think so. I think it's just yours because I go live. I go on other people's channels all the time.
Okay.
So yeah, I think it's just yours.
I didn't think it counted, but I couldn't remember.
God, it would suck if it did because I'm always popping up on people's lives. Hey, I'm here.
Sandy says that's one of the things, Michelle. I can't hug him right now. I don't have and haven't had COVID, so I can't hug or kiss him. Aww. Yeah,
sad face.
So far, me and Frank have been fortunate. We have not caught it yet, but I did have to get tested one time, and ouch.
Oh, just the thought of it scares me. Of being tested.
And the thing was that my doctor tested me for that, and then he ran like a test for like respiratory stuff. So I got an extra swab.
Oh, joy. Like the one wasn't enough.
And they're both the same type of swab. So
oh.
And it was just like got one done and I'm just like, hold up.
Pick the other side or do something. You're killing me.
Granny D says I have yarn borth too with the white for my Santa hat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I know, like I've had somewhere it seems like both ends are all tangled together, like throughout the whole skein of yarn, and it's like, oh, I don't like that.
I'm trying to pull really soft, and so far it's coming loose nicely. So I'm just going to be real gentle Handle it with kid gloves.
And Wanda says working on Bonnie Bay's mystery cowl. And let's see.
Oh, Spring's getting ready for her surgery, so she gets the pre-surgery rape.
Oh, I hope all goes well with your surgery.
Yeah. I think she's having surgery on her knees, if I'm remembering right. A knee or knees, something like that.
And Wanda says at the moment toying to get to Indiana. Ooh, I hope you have
Drive
a nice
safe, Wanda.
I hope you have a nice time there. Yes, Miguel. I'm doing the Christmas ornaments for my tree, the handmade ornaments. And if anyone is interested in sending a handmade ornament, my mailing address is in the description box of my videos. But yeah, I'd like to have my tree decorated with a piece of all my Yorny friends. And like so for Tina Tina F sent me a cute little snowman ornament, and Crystal, the Yorny Chicken and Crazy Cat Lady, she made two polymer clay ornaments, and one's a stocking, and the other one's like a bauble. Cute, cute, cute. And I need to get my tree out so I can at least show it in some of my videos with the ornaments. But I'm kind of like I don't know like where to really stick it at because it's kind of too big for my filming area. So I don't know, but I may just kind of like try to put it off to the side, and then like when I do my videos with the ornaments, I might just put the tree out, on my filming table for that. I don't know yet. My house is too small. I need a bigger house.
Mine too. I don't even decorate for the holidays because I have nowhere to store the stuff like throughout the year. I'd have to leave it out all year because I don't have anywhere to put it.
And that's the thing. It's just like if I have it out more, I'd kind of be like my tree and me on the side, and then depending on how much I want to show in my videos, I may not have room for my stuff, especially my crochet videos with my big temperature blanket. That thing is huge. Mary says I'm good knitting dishcloth. And let's see.
Oh, my granny.
Oh, Granny D, Miguel wants to help you clean your fridge. Yes, Spring says
Miguel, come on over. Well, I just cleaned my fridge, so it's okay. But you want to clean anything, you can come over.
Spring says December 17th left ACL repair. I'll be keeping you in my prayers, Spring. Okay, and let me see. Granny D loves knitting and crocheting washcloths. Okay, Miguel saying, what if you did a bunting behind you with the ornaments? What's a bunting? Do you know what it is, Michelle?
Bunting, isn't that like the fiberfill stuff
Mm.
that you stuff stuff with?
See, one thing I did think about doing is taking like kind of like that the swag type thing like across my filming area with like that green like Christmas tree stuff
The
and kind of
garland
putting
stuff?
ornaments in that. I thought about doing that. I don't know. Granny D says, Spring, I had that surgery before, same leg too. When I blew my ACL, it popped so loud and my leg was bent the way no leg should ever bend. And I was told I screamed bloody murder. Ooh.
Ew, yeah. Yeah, my son popped his MCL and it was awful.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what Miguel's referring to. BC said, like, the leaves behind me now. So I may be able to do something like that. Granny D says, I can't even find one of my little trees. I guess I'll find it when Linz gets here. And then I have this tiny, like one of the little tiny trees, but I don't know. Like I think that might be too small. So I don't know. Miguel says my house isn't too small. I just have too much stuff. I'm sorry, Mary said. I think I said Miguel by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, Debbie, you get the community tab now once you have 500 subscribers. It used to be 1,000, but last month YouTube changed it to 500.
Which is awesome, by the way. I love that thing.
Okay, and Chris is here. Hi, Chris. How are
Hi,
you doing
Chris.
today? Yeah, we're going to be wrapping up shortly.
More squishy hugs, Chris.
And let's see. Okay, everyone's saying Gorland. Okay, yeah, that's what I was thinking. I just couldn't think of the word for it. And let's see. Everyone's saying hello. Okay. Chris says, walk in the door with a bag and pretend you bought a new tree. Your old tree will show up right away. Yep. Okay. Granny D's glad they changed the community tab. Yeah, I am too. I
Me
don't know
too.
why they made you wait so long. Because I've been wanting a community tab. And then the funny thing is once they changed it, not long afterwards, I ended up reaching 1,000 subscribers, so it didn't really make much of a difference for me. And Debbie says my hat is now on Ravelry. Awesome.
Yay.
Oh, speaking of hats, if y'all haven't checked it out, my candy corn beanie, it's a knitted pattern. It's now available on Ravelry, and I have a giveaway going on for the pattern. And there's also Daigo's Birthday Angels collaboration giveaway. I have a video for that where you get where every channel that's doing a video, whoever they pick draw gets entered to win the grand prize from Daigo. I was having trouble getting my words out. Hey Daniel, how are you doing today? We're just about to wrap up, but I'm glad you came. So, do you have anything you would like to say, Michelle, before we say our goodbyes?
No. Other than I go live on Friday at 6 after Granny D. Get all my squirrel followers coming over. I'm gonna try to do more videos throughout the week. But other than that, I really don't have a lot. It's a busy time of year for me, so but yeah. I do appreciate you having me on. I was super honored that you asked me. I kind of fangirled when I got the email. Just saying.
Julie
Oh
always
my goodness.
fangirls. Julie fangirls over Frank. And we have some new people that just showed up too. Yeah, we're wrapping things up. Let's see, High Inherited, HD,
Oh
and
my goodness. Hi, guys.
yeah, but yeah, we're just about to be going. But I'm glad y'all showed up and
Yeah.
thank you for coming.
I can't believe it's almost 10 o'clock.
It's almost,
Time flies.
I know. I always feel bad because I go to wrap up and then I have new people pop in, and it's like, okay, I'm leaving just as y'all showing up.
Well, replay is always nice, guys. Check out the replay.
Yeah.
Let's give Connie her hours. She
but
needs
I want
them.
to but I want to thank you, Michelle, for coming live with me, and
Well,
I want
thank
to
you for
thank
having me.
you're
It's been
welcome.
fun.
Awesome. And I want to thank everyone for joining in today and watching, and for those that will be watching on replay, thank you. And I hope y'all all have a fabulous Yorny evening and a fabulous Yorny tomorrow. Be the
Yeah.
light and bye.
Bye.